Good evening and welcome to Washington Street Gym for tonight's junior varsity matchup between the traveling North Fulton Wildcats and the home Macomb Bombers. I'm John Reynolds. This is a broadcast brought to you by TSSR Game Time Live, which is presented by MDH. We should be underway here momentarily from Washington Street Gym. The Bombers boys team just completed a victory a few nights ago at home on Friday night against the West Prairie Cyclones, in which the boys brought home 2 victories, both in the junior varsity game and the varsity game. So Macomb is off to a hot streak. That was in boys basketball, but we'll be bringing you girls basketball here tonight. Here should be soon. About 2 minutes left on the game, or on the shot clock here. I guess you could say shot clock. They're shooting around right now. Just going through some final warm-up drills and stuff. So the starters have been listed for tonight's game. For the traveling North Fulton JV Wildcats, starting tonight are Ella Effington, Morgan Patterson, Carly Brown, Rhiannon Freehill, and Izzy Gerard. Those are the starting 5 for the North Fulton Wildcats. And for the Macomb Bombers, we have Drew Creasy, Kylie Robinson, Catherine Stortzum, Jordan Hines, and Ella Hare. As both teams get done shooting around here before the game has started, we've got a full house here at Washington Street Gym. We're located up at the very top of the establishment here, right smack dab in the middle. So we've got quite the bird's eye view of the entire beautiful court here at Washington Street Gym. This is where the girls play most of their games at. And we are getting ready to go underway here from Washington Street Gym. Before that, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH, and the jump is away, and it'll be Macomb ball. Macomb will have possession. They're sporting the home whites tonight with the orange lettering, orange numerals, and multiple colored shoes, white socks, and the traveling Lady Wildcats wearing the all-black traveling uniform with numerous color socks and shoes. Shoes, wow, it's been a lot. Shoes, excuse me. We've got a foul early here within the first 20 seconds of the game on North Fulton. That foul is going to fall on Carly Brown, her first foul of the night. Shooting foul, which sends Drew Creasy to the line, in which she makes 1. So Drew Creasy gets her first point of the night, and the first point of the night for the Bombers. It's 1-0, North Fulton on the attack. That's Patterson with it. And it's Gerard maybe to get it, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds on the Wildcats, and it'll be Bomber basketball. Drew Creasy inbounds the ball to Kylie Robinson. Robinson, the sophomore, out of Macomb. As the Bombers move the ball around, fake the 3 did Creasy. Now going to kick it back up to Hare. Corner, thought about the 3 did Stortzum. Jumper in and out. Shot was missed by Jordan Hines, the freshman. And it'll be Macomb ball. 6:57 to go, first quarter. Here from Washington Street Gym in Macomb. This is where the girls play most of their home games for Macomb. And a dribble drive for Kylie Robinson. And she gets 2, and an early timeout charged to the North Fulton Wildcats. So the North Fulton head coach Toshio Van Middlesworth did not like something he saw, so it will be a quick timeout charged to North Fulton. Early 3-0 Bomber lead, so a quick timeout. So we are already back here playing basketball. The first point of the game went to Drew Creasy on a free throw, and Kylie Robinson then added a bucket later with a dribble drive, lay it up and in for Robinson. So now it'll be the North Fulton Wildcats on the attack. Morgan Patterson's got it on the right wing, is looking for some help. She's going to kick it out top. Now going to flip it to the corner. Going to go inside for Patterson, and the ball is tipped away off of Patterson, and it will be Macomb basketball. The Bombers are coached by the JV head coach, Abby Schaefer. Bombers moving the basketball. Now they go to Creasy. Creasy in the left corner, dribbles in. Now gets the ball back on the outside. Going to dribble in, fakes, and they've faked the three about 3 or 4 times already. Now Robinson dribble drive. She's going to lay it up, and she's going to lay it in. A thing of beauty for Kylie Robinson, and she's got 4 tonight already. A 5-0 Bomber lead here early. So 5-0 Macomb. I don't know where my scoreboard has gone. $5-0 Macomb. Here they come on the attack. We thank you for tuning in tonight to tonight's JV matchup. We'll have the varsity shortly after. And the shot is up and good for Macomb, and it's 7-0. The Wildcats look to inbound the ball. $7-0 Bombers. Dribbling in is Ella Evington. Excuse me if I pronounce that name wrong. Patterson going to try and get it inside. She does not. Tipped away, stolen by the Bombers, and here comes Creasy down the end. She's going to lay it up and lay it in for Drew Creasy. She adds 2 to her night. So Creasy and Robinson with all the points so far. 9-0 Bomber lead. 4:52 to go, first quarter. Dribble drive tipped away. It'll stay here. Good defense from the Bombers here early. It'll be Wildcat basketball out of the corner. Morgan Patterson will inbound the ball for North Fulton. We'll have the varsity stream shortly after the JV, and that ball's just off of Robinson's foot, and it's kicked back out to the Wildcats. Tipped away, stolen. It's Creasy and Robinson, and Creasy's going to have a wide open layup. She'll lay it up and in for 2. And Drew Creasy adds 2 more to her night. It's 11-0 Bombers. And good defense here from the Bombers, and good defense, especially from Drew Creasy. Was able to just knock that ball away. Patterson trying to inbound the ball and just kind of frustrated with her team, not having anywhere to go. So now she'll try and inbound it here. She gets it in. Gets it into Carly Brown. And it's tipped away. It's back to Macomb. And we've got a bucket. How about that? Her first points of the night is Ella Hare, the freshman. She gets 2. And it's now 13-0 Bombers. And here come the Bombers again. It's Drew Creasy. She gives the nice no-look pass to Ella Hare, who could not finish. And it'll be white basketball, so Bomber basketball, a couple new subs. For the Bombers checking in, Aaliyah, excuse me, and number 20, Sophie Wilson. Wilson's got the bright blue kicks. Definitely be able to tell it's Wilson. Wish I had some bright blue kicks like that myself. Hare's got it. She's going to get it into Wilson. Now out to Abernathy. 3 ball. Macomb miss. That was out of the hands of Catherine Stortzum, and it'll be an offensive board for the Bombers. In and out. Creasy almost had another, and it's on the floor. It looks like it'll be a jump ball. As a matter of fact, it will be. Possession arrow, Wildcats. And checking in are 2 new Bombers. Dakota Thorman will check in, as does number 23, Ava Bradford. So here come the Wildcats. Ella Eathington with it on the right wing. Now gets it back up top. Still trying to remember these names. Carly Brown's got it. She'll get it to the corner for Kayla Lee. And now it is Eathington with it again. Eathington looking for the first points of the night for the Wildcats, and she does not get them. Board to the Bombers and Ava Bradford. Good defense right there. Carly Brown had a hand on it, gets it, forces it out of bounds, but it will stay Bomber basketball. If you're listening to tonight's game, tell us where you're listening from, who you're rooting for. As Joe Bellotti says, go JV girls basketball team, watching from Enterprise, Alabama. Way to go, Ella Hare. Tuning in from down south in Alabama. It's got the Cubs user profile picture, so I've got to support him there. Go Cubs. Sophie Wilson will inbound the ball for Macomb. And checking in is number 40 for the Macomb Bombers, Kendall Danner, the sophomore. So she'll actually inbound the ball to Sophie Wilson. And for the North Fulton Wildcats, number 10, Addison Fiddler will check in. Izzy Gerard will take a seat. We got a whistle. Foul on the Bombers. Number 44, Dakota Thorman will pick up her first team foul of the night. The first foul for the Bombers. And it'll be Brown to bring it up. Brown gets it to Eathington, and it goes out of bounds. She just could not bring it in. Out of the hands of Eathington, and it'll be Sophie Wilson to bring the ball up for Macomb. Wilson, dribble drive, kicks it back out. Jumper, no good. Rebound to the Bombers. Kick it out. Thorman, easy jumper, gets 2. Bombers add 2 more to their night. It's 15-0 Bombers, 2:14 to go first quarter. Brown will bring it up for the Wildcats. Out of Cuba, Illinois, about 30-minute jog here from Macomb. And in football, which we had earlier, call that Valley. And it'll be tipped away. Good defense from the Bombers, and we've got a foul. Staying here, it'll be a foul on the Bombers. Number 23, Ava Bradford will pick up her first foul of the night. 15-0 Bomber lead. Very spacious gym here at not MHS, at Washington Street Gym on Washington Street in Macomb. Good defense, Ava Bradford, and jump ball. Jump ball, possession arrow Bombers, so good hustle from Ava Bradford, pays off. It'll be Macomb basketball. Minute 40 to go, first quarter. Wilson inbounds the ball to Ava Bradford. Hands to Thorman. Now they go around the horn. Inside Wilson. Thorman almost got it off the glass, and we're going to have another jump ball possession arrow Wildcats. Good hustle from Aaliyah Abernathy, as well as a couple Wildcats. Morgan Patterson will check in. Brown and Eathington will take a seat. And it will be Freehill to bring the ball up for North Fulton. It's Patterson on the dribble drive. She's going to try and lay it up. She cannot. And an offensive board to the Wildcats. Now it's Freehill. Gets it over, tipped away. Good defense, Sophie Wilson, and great hustle. She's going to lay it up and in. So gets the steal and adds 2 to her night. Sophie Wilson gets her first 2 of the night. It's 17-0 Bombers here early. First quarter, 40 seconds to go from Washington Street Gym. Freehill looking for help. She's going to kick it out. Patterson's got it in the corner. Now going to dribble up to the wing. Now going to kick it over to Freehill. Now they'll go up top to Fiddler. Fiddler loses her dribble, but it looks like we're going to have a foul. Yep, it'll be staying here, so it'll be a foul on the Bombers. It's going to be a foul on, let's see, number 44, Dakota Thorman. So she'll pick up her second foul on the night. Shot is missed, rebounded Dakota Thorman, so she gets the foul, but doesn't matter. Gets the rebound and loses her dribble, and it's just going to go out of bounds. So it'll be North Fulton ball. And in the hands, Lily Markley checks that ball into Rhiannon Freehill. Freehill kicks it over to Patterson on the left wing. Now kicks it up top to Fiddler. Now Markley with it. Now going to go to Patterson. She's going to get it up. Gets it blocked by Abernathy. So good block by Elea Abernathy. She gets her first block of the night. Sophie Wilson inbounds the ball for Macomb. And just kind of a last second chance there with time expiring in the first quarter. Shot is no good. And the Bombers, after one, lead the North Fulton Wildcats 17-0 here from Washington Street Gym. With that, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH as we get you set for second quarter action here from Washington Street Gym in Macomb. Bradford will inbound the ball to Sophie Wilson. Now they get it to Abernathy on the left wing. Good defense from Morgan Patterson, and she steals it away from the Bombers. It's Freehill with it. She's going to bring it into the corner now. 3 ball for North Fulton, no. Second chance board, yes. Morgan Patterson adds her first 2 of the night. And the first points of the night for the North Fulton Wildcats. Ends a 17-0 run by the Bombers. Wilson sets it up. Going to get it to the corner in Bradford. Long jumper, no good. Rebound to Carly Brown. Brown on the attack, brings it up. Now going to kick it back out to Freehill. Gets it over to Brown. Inside Patterson, she's got the lone 2 for the Wildcats tonight. Shot no good. Now going to kick it back out. Freehill's got it. Freehill dribbles in, now back out. Carly Brown gets it over to the Wildcats. Morgan Patterson puts a shot up, no good. But an offensive board, and there is Rhiannon Freehill for another bucket. This one for the Wildcats. It's 17-4, so the Wildcats mounting a little bit of a comeback on a 4-0 run here. Sophie Wilson, 17-footer, nothing but net for Sophie Wilson. Wildcats on the attack, and the shot is good for Ella Evington. And we've got a timeout charged to Abby Schaefer and the Macomb Bombers of the ball game. So Coach Schaefer seeing something she doesn't like and is going to fix that hopefully right now, so they can stop the bleeding here that North Fulton is bringing. We'll have the varsity stream shortly after the JV is done, after they warm up, get their shots in between games. We'll have that on a separate stream, still on TSSR Game Time Live. It's Carly Brown with it, stolen away by Abernathy. She's on the attack. She's going to lay it up, gets fouled. 2 shots coming for Alaya Abernathy. Or Alaya Abernathy, excuse me. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Abernathy looking for her first 2 points, or 1 point of the night. And Abernathy's first shot is no good. And the second shot no good. And it's tipped off of a Wildcat, so it'll stay here. And Sophie Wilson will inbound the ball. There we go, scoreboard update. Second 2 points for the Bombers. Brown gets it to Patterson on the wing. Patterson dribbles, loses her dribble up top. Now she's looking for help. She's going to give it to Brown. Now Brown loses her dribble, and it's stolen away by the Bombers. And we're going to have a foul on Freehill. So Rhiannon Freehill picks up a foul. I believe that's her first of the night. As a matter of fact, it is. Or no, excuse me, that was on North Fulton. So that foul is on, yes, is on Freehill. So that is her first foul of the night. So correct, looking at the wrong roster. So that'll do that to you. Patterson, she's got a wide open lane. She's going to lay it up and in. Morgan Patterson adds 2 more to her night. She's got 4. And the Wildcats are within 13. Bombers moving the ball. Thorman, Wilson, Abernathy. Jumper, nothing but net for Alaya Abernathy. That is a tough shot to take, folks, and Abernathy made it look easy. She adds 2 to her night. Abernathy's first 2 of the night. She's the freshman out of Macomb. Carly Brown looking for help. She's going to get it to Eathington, who is double teamed. Now kicks it out to number 32 of the North Fulton Wildcats, Izzy Gerard, and she gets her first 2 of the night. So Gerard adds 2 for the Wildcats. It's 21-10 or 23-10, excuse me. I don't know. Scoreboard updating here. There we go, 23-10. Wilson gets it in, and shot no good. Morgan Patterson on the rebound. Wildcats on the attack, tipped away, stolen by Sophie Wilson. And it's Dakota Thorman with it at half court. The ball's on the floor, and it looks like we'll just have a jump ball possession arrow, North Fulton Wildcats. Kylie Robinson, Ella Hare, and number 32, Brooklyn Mass, check in for the Macomb Bombers. Freehill gets it into Brown. Brown working up top with Robinson. Gets it to Markley. Markley on the dribble drive is going to lay it up high off the glass. Shot no good. Second chance point, no good. Tipped off of a North Fulton Wildcat. It'll go Macomb basketball. 3:37 to go, second quarter. Kylie Robinson's bringing it up for Macomb. Bombers moving the basketball. Mass gets it to Robinson. Robinson goes in to Brooklyn Mass, who gets 2. So she checks in and adds 2 to her night. Carly Brown with it. Brown working with Robinson. Good defense, Kylie Robinson. And now it's Eathington. Gets it to Brown in the corner. Kicks it back out to Eathington, out of Freehill. Freehill kicks it out to Brown on the wing. Now up top to the Wildcats and inside to Gerard, and she is fouled on the shot. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. 25-10, Bombers have the lead. Gerard to the free throw line. First shot no good. That foul was on the Bombers' number 30, Jordan Hines. Her first foul of the night. And nothing but net for Izzy Gerard on the second shot, so she made the adjustment. 25-11, Bombers by 14, second quarter, 2:45 to go. Mast inside, and we got a foul. We've got another foul on Jordan Hines. So her second foul here recently, she's got 2. And it'll be North Fulton ball, final 2:30 to go first half. Brown gets it tipped away and stolen by Kylie Robinson, but it'll stay here as Robinson stepped out of bounds. Freehill will inbound the ball, working with Hare. And it'll be tipped away by the Bombers, but thrown right to and tipped away, almost stolen again. And it'll be North Fulton ball, so they regain possession. And it'll be Markley with it. Markley gets it over to Freehill up top. Now going to go inside to Gerard. And Gerard lays it up and in. Izzy Gerard adds 2 more. She's got 5. Robinson thought about the 3, now going to kick it up top. Now it's Mast. Mast picks up her dribble. They gave her that one, but she gets it out of bounds, so it'll be North Fulton ball. Aliyah Abernathy checks in for number 30, Jordan Hines. As the Macomb Pep Band has seemed to arrive here at Washington Street Gym. I assume they'll do some performing here tonight. This is my first game calling here at Washington Street Gym. Abernathy on the rebound. It will stay here. It was off of Abernathy's hands. And Rhiannon Freehill will inbound the ball for North Fulton. Eathington gets it to Freehill. Now corner, Brown, wide open. Missed it. It's Izzy Gerard. Puts it up, doesn't get it. And it's in the hands of Kylie Robinson. She can run, folks. Down she goes. She is going to lay it up and gets fouled on the shot. And Kylie Robinson is going to the line to shoot 2. 25-13, Bombers by 12. Robinson going to the line. That foul was on Carly Brown. That's her 3rd foul of the night. So she'll take a seat. Taking a seat is Lucy Platt for the Macomb Bombers. I've seen a little bit of everybody on the Macomb bench come into the game, and Robinson goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 26-13. Freehill will inbound the ball to Eathington. Minute 25 to go, second quarter. Here from Washington Street Gym, it's Eathington. Gets it to Freehill on the wing. Freehill loses her dribble, tipped away, stolen by Ella Hare. It'll be white basketball, I do believe. Or no, excuse me. It'll be North Fulton basketball. Thought I heard the referee say that Ella Hare had that, but tipped it out of bounds. And we get a foul. Crowd not liking that one. That foul's on the freshly checked in Addison Fiddler. Big crowd reaction there. Fiddler just kind of throwing an elbow out there. Creasy faked the 3, going to kick it back out. And a double dribble. Catherine Stortzum just picked up her dribble just a bit too early before she thought about driving to the basket. Rhiannon Freehill, the final minute of the first quarter. She loses her dribble. It's off the ref, and it'll be Macomb basketball. Stortzum inbounds the ball to Creasy. Creasy kicks it to the corner, Mast. Now they go Abernathy. Now to Mast. Abernathy kicks it out to Stortzum, who now goes to Creasy. Creasy now kicks it back out. 30 seconds to go, first half, excuse me. It's Ella Hare inside. She gets the bucket. Ella Hare has got 4 tonight. Bombers up 28-13. Freehill gets it to Eathington. Eathington back out to Freehill. Tipped away, stolen by Brooklyn Mast. And Mast thought about just throwing a half-court shot, and she was, her coach just laughing right next to her. It would have been a very tough shot to take. So at half, the Macomb Bombers lead the North Fulton Wildcats 28-13. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH as we get you set here for the halftime show between the Macomb Bombers and the traveling North Fulton Wildcats. And early on, it was all Bombers. They held them scoreless in the first quarter, but then the Wildcats come back and score 6 and then end up scoring 13 in the second quarter. So they've cut the lead down to 15. It's 28-13, Bombers by 15. Some unofficial first half stats. Lead scorers for the Macomb Bombers: Drew Creasy's got 5, Kylie Robinson with 5, Catherine Stortzum's got 2, and Ella Hare has 4. And for the traveling North Fulton Wildcats, Eathington with 2, Patterson has 4, Freehill with 2, and Gerard has 5. So Gerard, the leading scorer for the Wildcats. Some fouls to look at on the North Fulton side of things. Carly Brown has 3. She'll go into the second half starting off with 3 fouls, so that'll be something to look at. And for the Bombers, Jordan Hines with 2 and Brooklyn Mast with 2 as well as other fouls that have gone out throughout the game. So with that, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
And welcome to halftime here at the state championship game. And full disclosure, this is before the game.
Yeah, yep.
Here with Coach Lawler. And I guess you're back to being a coach, aren't you?
Well, yeah, they talked me into helping again, so I'm not the head coach, but I'm back coaching again. So.
Well, you coach a whole lot of people, because I've been going to some I8FA meetings, and you're the head man at those things. You're the coach of that deal.
Yeah, I guess.
Those meetings, you never stop being a head coach.
No, it's kind of in you once it's in you. So
President of the Illinois 8-Man Football Association, and you guys just continue to grow.
Yeah, we are. We're up to 30 teams, and there's a couple more coming next year. And we're hoping to get a couple of teams that couldn't field the team back for next year. So, we might have 30, 32, 34 guys playing next year. So
the football is just getting better and better every year, too, it seems like.
Well, last year's championship game was great, I thought. And I loved it especially because everybody thinks 8-man football is like arena ball. Right. And what did we see? A 12 to 7 game.
Something like that, 12-8.
Yeah, a great game. And I'm a defensive guy anyway, so I loved it. Yeah, I loved it.
This 8-man thing is going to be here, and I think you guys have proven that with your association. The elephant in the room is IHSA going to take it over? That probably is down the road, but judging from the meetings that I've been to with you guys, not this year, obviously, and probably not going to be next year.
No, I don't. I honestly don't expect it for 2 or 3, maybe 4 years yet. Honestly, I thought we were closer. I think there's some things that they're looking at, wondering how it's going to affect how they do their championship weekend. Trying to include an 8-man game. That's one of the things. I think the big thing is the enrollment, as you've heard us talk about at the meetings that you've been to. I think that's the stickler. Where do they draw that line? Where do we draw that line? We've dropped it down to 325. We started out 400. I think we're close. Now we're seeing what I thought we would see. I'm not telling you that I know everything, but we're seeing roster sizes grow again. And that's good because kids are having success. They're not getting pounded week after week by bigger, stronger teams with 40, 50 guys in the roster. So now we're seeing roster size grow. We don't want to talk about restricting rosters. That as long as I'm president, that won't happen. I want more kids to play football. So that won't happen. And I don't think the IHSA wants that either. But somewhere we got to find where is it fair and where it isn't fair anymore. So.
I mean, you're a long ways from being big enough for 2 classes, but the enrollment deal is kind of where that is, right? I mean, that's the reason why you keep that enrollment, so everybody that's in your group is ideally competitive.
Yeah, we kind of grandfathered in a couple of bigger schools, but I'll be honest, Dwayne, I've had schools as large as 700 enrollment ask about 8-man football. Now, you and I both know that's not why we started this. Right. We started this to save schools of 110 kids like mine and West Prairie and things like that. We didn't start it. I understand where they're coming from. They have a hard time getting kids out, 25, 30 kids out. But that's just not what this is about. It's about saving small town, small school Friday night lights.
Do you feel like now that 8-man football in Illinois has solidified itself and people are recognizing it more now?
Oh, I sure do. Yeah, I think I've told you many times. I had some good friends say, "Are you crazy? What are you doing this for?" And I said, "Because we have to. Right. We have to." I mean, we had a pretty good tradition. We had an 11-year run straight in the playoffs, making it to quarterfinals, second round, and I saw it coming. It's like we're just running out of kids. It's not just us. It's other schools, and you've seen the schools that are in this now. They were 1A consistent playoff teams, and that's what we've got playing 8-man now. Right. And that's why the ball's getting better too. So, yeah, it's coming. And has it changed the 11-man 1A and 2A? Sure has, which we knew was going to happen. It's going to change it a little more too. So I think that's where we got to figure out, okay, where does this really lie before the IHSA takes it over? And honestly, I hope people think we're doing a pretty good job running it. I think we are. Everybody seems pretty happy. So, we'll see. Tonight we're going to crown a champion. Both of these schools and their kids, if you went down those locker rooms right now and asked them if they knew a difference what they were playing for, they ain't going to care when they hoist that trophy up.
Now, a couple of coaches are going to be here tonight. We had one on a pregame show, Coach Elder from Ridgewood. Coach Unruh's on the sideline. And Jim Unruh was from Carthage, years, and multiple title champion.
Yep.
he loves 8-man.
Yeah.
I mean, this game is something that when you get to be a part of it, it feels like even the most successful and ingrained coaches like yourself realize it's really good football.
It's fun. I know when I first started, we started morphing to it a little bit with our JV squad because I knew it was going to happen, or I was going to have to make it happen, or we were going to have to do something different. It's fun because even for an old coach that's been around a long time, coached a lot of football, you're learning all over again. So this defensive thing, I still don't have it. Ted Alston's probably the guy that's got it figured out the best. Their defense.
You showed that last year.
Oh man, their defense is stout year in, year out. But it's fun. It's been fun. It's kind of new. Coach, my advice for a coach that was a little scared of it is don't embrace it. Embrace it and try to figure it out. Pat, I'd see Pat and his dad John down here. They've been at every one. And I mean John's the granddaddy, and this was Pat's first year coaching. So.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH as we get you set for third quarter action here from Washington Street Gym in Macomb. Sorry to end the halftime interview just a little too early as they kind of got us going just a couple minutes early. 28-13 Bomber lead. North Fulton on the attack, and it will be a rebound to Jordan Hines and the Macomb Bombers. Hines on the attack. She's going to lay it up. She's going to the line for a three-point play. So Jordan Hines with the bucket. I believe that's her first of the night. It is. And she'll go to the line to complete the three-point play, in which she doesn't, but Ella Harris says, I got your back. Gets the board. Jumper no good. Rebound to Jordan Hines. Kicks it out to Kylie Robinson. Robinson now gets it to Stortzum. Stortzum. Robinson, no look pass inside to Jordan Hines, looking for help. She's going to take it herself, turn her. Oh, had almost a great move from Jordan Hines, but just wasn't able to finish there. And it's a jump ball. Possession arrow to North Fulton. Morgan Patterson inbounds the ball to, let's see, can't quite, I believe that, yep, that's Carly Brown. So Carly Brown, and we've got a foul. Ella Hare gets the foul. That's her first of the night, so she's played a pretty clean game. 30-13. Morgan Patterson inbounds the ball to the Wildcats. She needs help. She's going to kick it out to Robinson. Not much more she could do. Kylie Robinson floats it to Creasy, and they save it inbounds. So Ella Hare's got it now to Robinson, and Robinson ends up getting the basket that she wished she got just a few seconds earlier. 32-13, Bombers by 19. Kylie Robinson adds to her night. She's got 6. Actually, the scoreboard says 7. I'm going to take it. Those are official, mine are unofficial stats. So, and here comes Ella Hare. She's going to lay it up and gets it tipped in. Stolen. It is going to stay here. Looked like it was off the hands of Freehill. So Stortzum will inbound the ball for Macomb. And floats it into Hines. Hines has got a wide open shot, and she adds 2. Jordan Hines. 4 points for her tonight. 34-13. Bombers by 21. Carly Brown working with Robinson. Tipped. And on the floor, it's going to be Bomber basketball. Drew Creasy. Creasy thought about the fadeaway. Tough shot to make. Ella Hare's got it. Gets it to Robinson. Now gets it to Stortzum. They'll set it back up. And it's Robinson up top. She'll kick it to the wing in Creasy. Now it's Robinson. Thought about the 3. Dribble drive. Kicks it out. Stortzum. 3 ball. No good. Rebound to Gerard. Carly Brown brings the ball up. She'll go to the corner and just overshot Eathington. So it'll be a turnover for the North Fulton Wildcats. Just about said the Northwestern Wildcats. This is not college basketball, folks. We'll have the varsity matchup between these two squads here shortly after. The Macomb High cheerleaders have shown up, as have the Macomb High band, which, looking at their band, they have quite a lot more kids than my band does at West Prairie. Only, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 at Macomb, or 10 or 15 at West Prairie, and that is quite half the size of the gym there for Macomb's band. So they sounded great doing the Macomb fight song earlier on. Carly Brown's got it. She's working with Kylie Robinson. Loses her dribble. It's in the hands of Allison, or not Allison Stortzum, in the hands of Catherine Stortzum. And it'll be North Fulton ball. 4:56 to go, third quarter. Tipped, stolen, Drew Creasy lays it up and in. She had a wide open shot there, and Creasy adds 2. It's her 7th point of the night, and I did get that one right, so I am taking, I guess, somewhat official stats. Freehill loses her dribble, and guess who stole it? It's Creasy. She adds 2 more. Now she's got 9. Bombers add more to their lead, 38-13. They're up by 25. Once it reaches 30, that's a continuous clock, so something to be looking at. Morgan Patterson gets it into Brown. Now they go to Gerard, and Gerard got about every single part of the rim and got it to fall. So Izzy Gerard adds 2. It's 38-15. And the Bombers score another, and Kylie Robinson. It's 40-15, tipped away. Ella Hare now to Creasy. Creasy lays it up, lays it in. Timeout, North Fulton. Coach Van Middlesworth saw something he didn't like, or perhaps that Macomb is on a big run here. Up 43-15 are the Bombers. 3:33 to go. Third quarter, a full timeout. And the Bombers have been in control of this game for the entire game. The first quarter, the Bombers scored 17 and held North Fulton to 0 points, so a 17-0 first quarter. And then only allowing 13 while scoring 25 at half. So the Bombers were all over them and have now really taken off here in the third quarter as well. So the Bombers in sole possession here, up 33 on, that's not 33. up 38, how about that, on the Bombers, or on the Wildcats, excuse me. Eathington inbounds the ball to Freehill. If you're listening to tonight's game, tell us where you're listening from, who you're rooting for tonight in the chat here. Abernathy gets it to Hines. Couldn't finish, but Sophie Wilson grabs the rebound, and it's going to stay here as Markley hit the deck. Wilson grabbing that rebound, she kind of fell out. Jordan Hines will take a seat. Sophie Wilson will inbound the ball. Can tell it's her with those bright blue kicks we were talking about earlier. Long jumper Thorman couldn't get the roll, but Ella Hare's got the board. Yep, and there's going to be a foul on the Wildcats. Ella Hare gets bailed out there. Fouls on number 10 of the North Fulton Wildcats. That's on Addison Fiddler, her second. And Abernathy misses the shot, but Ella Hare puts up the shot and is fouled. That's going to go on Addison Fiddler, so she just picked up 2 fouls in less than 10 seconds, so she'll probably be coming out here shortly. Ella Hare makes the shot. 44-15. I don't know if they do JV continuous clock. We'll find out here shortly. .30 game. Ella Hare will take a seat as the starts him, I believe. And it's Wilson and Freehill now to Markley. Markley and Abernathy working up top. Markley loses her dribble, and it's off of number 40, Kendall Danner, so she gets her first minutes of the night. Kendall Danner playing good defense there, just the ball tipped out of her hands. And it's Freehill. It's going to stay right. Actually, no, it'll go Macomb basketball, and it was dribbled off of Freehill's right knee, so it'll be Bomber basketball. Bradford inbounds it to Wilson. Sophie Wilson gets it to Bradford. Now going to go up top, Dakota Thorman. Now they go Bradford. Bradford to Abernathy. Abernathy gets it out. Now they're going to go inside to Abernathy again. Abernathy. Wilson thought about it, but a jumper for Bradford. Shot is no good. We've got a foul on the play. It's staying here, so it'll be a foul on the Wildcats. Looks like it'll be on... Is that going to be, that's on number 20. That's on Carly Brown. Believe that's her. Maybe I've got that wrong. I don't know. No, it's a foul on the Bombers. Excuse me. It's on Sophie Wilson. That's her first foul of the night. That would make more sense. 2:06 to go. Third quarter here from Washington Street Gym in Macomb. The JV matchup between the traveling North Fulton Wildcats and the home Macomb Bombers. Shot no good by the Wildcats, and it's in the hands of Dakota Thorman. Now it's Sophie Wilson with it. Wilson kicks it across to Bradford. Now Bradford dribbling around the defenders. Thorman's got it. Now inside Abernathy. Abernathy couldn't finish. Now it's to Sophie Wilson on the offensive board. Wilson kicks it across. Bradford long two, no good. Rebound to Markley. Lily Markley with it, loses her dribble. Is looking for help, so just give it to Patterson up top. Morgan Patterson is working with Kendall Danner. Thorman. And forces the ball out of bounds. It'll be North Fulton basketball. Patterson gets it, had a good look for Eathington, but just couldn't get Eathington to cut far enough. That was a great look, though, if you are North Fulton. Just not great execution. We've got a packed house here at Washington Street Gym. Varsity after this. Danner. Now they go to number 22, Lucy Platt. And that ball is going to go out of bounds. It's staying here on the tip. Bradford inbounds the ball. She will get it to hopefully somebody. Yes, she will. She's got Danner. Danner turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound to Morgan Patterson of the Wildcats. 50 seconds. And she's going to chuck it down. She goes to Eathington now inside and almost had the bucket. There was number 41, Kayla Lee. It would have been her first points of the night. And it's in the hands of Lucy Platt. They go Danner to Thorman. Now they go tipped away to Bradford. Bradford, jumper, no good. Rebound to Dakota Thorman. Second chance point, puts it up, and it's in. Dakota Thorman. 47-15. Bombers by 32. And Danner saves it. Oh, my goodness, what an athletic play by Kendall Danner to keep that ball in bounds. Dakota Thorman, 3 seconds. Jumper, no good. Lucy Platt almost had her first points of the night on the buzzer beater there. And as time expires in the third quarter, the score, the Macomb Bombers 47 and the traveling North Fulton Wildcats 15. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live. For the quick break we just had, the Bombers up 47-15. Fourth quarter action here from MHS, not from MHS, from Washington Street Gym. Last game I called was at MHS. That was the Cyclones and the Bombers, in which the Cyclones were not able to pull out a win on either side, JV or varsity. Ava Bradford's got the ball. She's running point. Gets it to Platt. That's a long two. Would match the two twos on her back. Rebounded Dakota Thorman. Now it's Abernathy dribbling around the basket. Tips away and stolen by Freehill. Freehill's got it. Tipped away by Ava Bradford. And that ball's just going to go out of bounds. It'll be North Fulton ball. But a great effort from Ava Bradford to play good defense on both Freehill and Patterson at the same time. Being able to hustle around and be there for them was really good. So it'll be Patterson with it. She loses her dribble. It's staying here. Good defense by Dakota Thorman. Checking in as number 32, Brooklyn Mass, and number 4, Lauren Schmalschoff. So she'll get her first minutes of the night. Patterson looking for somebody. Thought about it. Now she's got to get the ball in. She'll get it into Gerard. Turnaround, no good. Ava Bradford's got it. Bradford attack. Gives it to Abernathy. Shot no good. And got a travel, I believe. Yes. Not much Carly Brown could do there, as she had Ava Bradford right there ready to steal the ball away and just took an extra step. So Bradford will inbound the ball. A continuous clock is going. Lucy Platt to Abernathy. Jumper, good. Nice shot by Elia Abernathy. 49-15, Bombers lead. 6 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Freehill gets it to Gerard. Gerard inside to Freehill. Believe the pass was intended for Patterson. Tipped away. Brown's got it. Now they go to Markley. Gerard gets it from Brown. Gerard shot up. No good. Morgan Patterson's right there. Says, I got your back. And lays it up and in. Her 6th point of the night. Wildcats get their first points in a while. 49-17. Gerard gets the board, or gets the steal, I guess. Gerard's got the bright pink shoes. Patterson dribbles to the outside. Now going to dribble in, looking for Gerard. And Gerard, shot is not going to fall. Gerard almost had it. Wasn't able to get it to fall. And with 2 minutes, or with, she'll have 2 shots coming, 5 minutes to go here. 49-17. Gerard to the free throw line. First shot is good. Gets it to fall. And number 10 and number 2, I believe. Yes, Eathington and Fiddler check in for West Central, or not West Central, for North Fulton. And a bank shot for Gerard. Those brought to you by Country Financial. Gerard makes the bank shot. 49-19, Bombers by 30. Platt maybe took an extra step, but no, she didn't. She's going to lay it up for the jumper, no good. Rebound to Macomb. Schmalshoff gets it to Platt. Now Schmalshoff with it again. Is going to just have it tipped away, go to Mast, now to Platt. To Schmalshoff on the wing. Schmalshoff gets it up to Mast, now inside, tipped away, stolen by the Bombers, or stolen by the Wildcats, now back to the Bombers. Schmalshoff with it on the wing. She's going to get it to Mast. Mast gets it back to Schmalshoff. Inside to Danner. Shot is good for Stortzum. Adds 2 to her night. Stortzum gets the Bombers over 50. It's 51-19. We're going to have subs coming in, so it looks like it'll be a timeout called by the my timeout, as they would call it, by the referee, by the official. Stortzum will take a seat. And a good call there to get some more playing time in with the clock running here. Foul on the Bombers. Number 10, Drew Creasy, gets the foul. Maybe just reached just a bit too much. 3 minutes to go. Freehill gets it into Fiddler. Or is that Fiddler? Yes, no, that's Markley, excuse me. Markley now to Eathington on the wing. And it's going to be Fiddler with it. Tipped away, stolen by the other 10, Drew Creasy. Schmalshoff gets it to Mast. Mast gets it back out to Schmalshoff. Now they go to Platt. Shot no good. Rebound to the Bombers. And it's tipped away. It's on the ground. And it'll be Bomber basketball. So good hustle. They're able to get that rebound. Platt to Mast. Deep three. Didn't get it. Rebound to Freehill. And Freehill on the attack for North Fulton. Trying to salvage something here on their trip to Macomb. 51-19. Inside to Kayla Lee. Shot is going to be driven back out to the Wildcats. Now they're going to go to Markley inside, but there's the putback for Kayla Lee. She gets her first two of the night. Wildcats have hit 20. It's 51-21, an exact 30-point game. Bombers with it. Mast kicks it across to Platt. That's a long two. Shot no good. Rebound to Drew Creasy, who is the definition of hustle here tonight, folks. Mast almost got him juked out. Gets her own rebound. Now they go to Platt. Platt. Shot no good. Now to Creasy. Yes, again on the offensive board. Looking for somebody, and she's just going to fall. Staying here. Abernathy and Stortzum check in. Gerard checks in for Eathington. Mast and Creasy take a seat. Kylie Robinson back into the game for the Bombers. Abernathy. Deep three for Schmalshoff. Shot no good. 42 seconds to go. Freehill with it. Freehill gets it to Markley. Markley working with Schmalshoff up top. Markley gets it to Freehill. It's an over and back violation for the North Fulton Wildcats. And the final 20 seconds here, we'll see what the Bombers can do. If they'll just dribble it out or what exactly they will do. Abernathy's got it. 13 seconds. They might try something here. Schmalshoff gets it to Danner. Danner puts up the shot. No good. Rebound. Fought for on the floor. Won't matter, though, as time expires. And the Macomb Bombers pick up the victory. 51-21 here at at Washington Street Gym. So a victory for the junior varsity Macomb Bombers. So with that, we'll be back with the totals right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Welcome back to Washington Street Gym as we get you set for the totals and the post-game show here of tonight's game. As the Bombers come out and as well as through the varsity version of both these squads, the Wildcats and the Bombers, as they'll get set here in about 14 minutes. We'll have that on a separate stream. As for some totals, here's some unofficial points and stuff for tonight's game. Kylie Robinson had 9 points. She was tied with Drew Creasy, who as well had 9. Those are the leading scorers for the Macomb Bombers. And leading scorer of tonight's game for the North Fulton JV Wildcats was Izzy Gerard, who had 7 points, a close second to Morgan Patterson, who had 6. Those are the totals. We will be back on a separate stream here on TSSR Game Time Live. We'll have the varsity version of this stream in about 13 minutes. We'll have tip-off here from Washington Street Gym. We thank you for tuning in, and this has been a broadcast brought to you of TSSR Game Time Live.